Hello, and welcome to my channel. This is Elise here of Plan with Elise, and today I am unboxing my order from Laurel Denise. As an affiliate, I had the opportunity to order like a week or two before the launch that happened on, I think it was October 1st, but I just got the product, so I wanted to share with you what I purchased. Now, I also want to do a little bit of a disclaimer. So last year's Laurel Denise launch, I believe I picked up one of every single planner because I really wanted to be able to show you a variety and so much. However, with certain companies, affiliates buy the product at a discount, certain companies it's sent to them. I'm trying to be more intentional about the money that I'm spending and the products that I'm buying. And I don't want to buy planners to show you. Some of them I use, some of them sit in my closet for a year and I forget about them. So I did try to do this a little bit differently this year than the way that I did it last year. So that is my little disclaimer. Code Elise10 will give you a discount at Laurel Denise. I'll have the shop linked in the description for you in case there's anything here you are interested in picking up. Okay, so we've got two boxes here. This first one, we have this sage green, which it's really funny that this is the color here, because I honestly forgot what color I ordered, but usually I'm going to order something pretty neutral. This is a really beautiful green. I don't think they're calling it sage. I'm not sure what color this is, but it's actually one of the colors I'm thinking of including in our wedding colors. By the way, this is the first video I'm filming since we have a wedding date. I'll talk more about that in another video. So this is the Scout, I believe, or it's the Project. I think I have two here. This is the Portrait, which, well, formerly was the Portrait, now is called the Scout. So let's make sure we get a nice good view here. Okay, and this comes with two bookmarks. We have You Are Here and You Are Also Here. You can snap these in and out. There's a pocket right there. You have your opening pages. So this is a 2026 start. And then you have January, and this is the Portrait Planner. So we've got all of the lines down here for each of the days, and then you're just going to continue to switch these over. With Laurel Denise planners, you have the option to choose a Monday start or a Sunday start. I choose a Monday start because while I prefer a Sunday start in my monthly, let me move this over for a second. My weekly, I like a Monday start, and I figured that because I'll probably redo this anyway with a kit like from Planner Kate, I only have to do that once, but if I wanted this to be a different day of the week start, I'd have to do it every week. So with Laurel Denise, I tend to order the Monday start because then I just have to update that part. Then at the bottom here of the monthly, before you get these pages, we have a habit tracker, 4 boxes, and then a big box section, and then we have the lines. I am in my list making era with everything I have going on, and so the Portrait Planner is definitely a really good planner for that for me. So that is pretty much it with this planner. It's a really simple neutral planner, but at the end we have notes. You have 2027, we have yearly wins, yearly lessons. Then you have the yearly plan. This is kind of like a perpetual calendar. I feel like there's a lot you can do here. And then you also have these tracker pages. Then you have a grid, and then we have dot grid. So a lot of little extras in there with the pocket folder, and then kind of a currently style, books I'm reading, things I'm listening to, happy moments, gratitude, hobbies, ways I'm moving my body, I'm excited for, and I'm hopeful for. Now, this next box, just kind of figuring out the way this was all packaged. Okay, so that's the Portrait Planner, now called the Scout, I think. The Scout? Sorry, I'm trying to look at my order. Yes, this is the Scout. Okay, now we also have some inserts here, but before we get to the inserts, I want to talk about the other planner that I purchased. With a new, like, rename, the way that they did with Laurel Denise, it's like hard to remember what's what. But on the packing slip, it's really helpful because it says Portrait/Scout, so that helps me. The next one that I got is the 2026 Project Planner, and this is the color Rose. Oh no, Rose is the name of it. The color is Mr. Darcy's Study. So when we open this up, you also have 2 bookmarks. We have the opening pages. This is a 4-column month planner. So this one is going to be really different, and we'll go through the details. So this planner, we have the calendar on one side, completely full page calendar. And on the other side, you have 4 columns, and you can do anything with these columns. When I've used this in the past, I've used it for like different categories in my life. But this is a really great project style planner. And then you have the habit tracker down here. So that is what this is. So there's nothing beyond this. There's no like weekly pages or anything. But this is where we're going to talk about inserts, because I purchased some inserts for this, and I think that it's going to make this a really cool planner. So let's talk about it. This says, well, actually, I may have made a mistake here. Let's see. These say that it fits the 8.5 by 11 portrait planner. So this is actually made for the other planner. And I think these are too. So I may have ordered the wrong inserts here. This one is the right set of inserts. Okay, we're going to talk about the inserts and then show you how they work in the planners, and then I'll figure the rest out on my end. So this is the Side Hustle Booster Pack, and I thought this was really interesting because there aren't many brands that have something like this, and I understand why. I don't know how many people really have a side hustle that they need to plan for, but I think that this is really neat. So what I want to do here is put this right before January starts, and these are cool because they're kind of perforated. So we're going to just pop them in. You need something a little bit skinnier than my finger. So with Happy Planner, you know, as we're used to disc bound, a lot of you on my channel, you'll use your finger. That's not as easy. So we're just going to pop these in here. All right. So then we have your why, mission statement, ideal customers, businesses you admire, helpful contacts. In 6 months, I hope. In 12 months, I hope. In 5 years, I hope. Then we have, I'm just going to move this here so you can get like a closer view. Marketing storage. You know what the difference between a great idea and a great business is? People knowing about your great idea. The only way for them to know is for you to tell them. Think of these pages as storage spaces for those great marketing ideas you don't want to forget, so you can hold yourself accountable for taking action. These pages are also great record keeping spots to mark down the things you did each month. That's really cool. So you're going to have all of your months, and then what are you focusing your content on? Have something new, tell your people. Quick form content, short videos, stories, etc. Long form content, things that'll take longer than 90 seconds. Emails and special products. And then you have reflection. So a 6-month reflection here. And then you're going to have, again, another 6 months. And then on the back, good decisions and a record of general amazingness. So sometimes we are so busy putting out the fires or reaching for even bigger dreams, we forget all the amazing things that have happened throughout your year. So this is a space to just document the amazing things that happen. So I think that that's really cool, whether it's side hustle or just another business, if you have one, or just work in general. I think that this is really neat. So that is the project planner, the Rose, Mr. Darcy's Study with a Monday start. I think that if I were to order this again, I would have ordered this with a Sunday start because I only have the monthly. It's not like I have a weekly, but that's okay. I was in a little bit of a rush when I was ordering because of the timing, and I wanted to make sure that I didn't overdo it. So now we're going to come back to the portrait, and I want to talk about the other inserts. What's going to be interesting here is figuring out what fits, because I've got a lot here. I wouldn't recommend filling this with inserts. So these are the portrait style inserts. This is 4 columns. So in a monthly, let's jump back. I know I'm a little all over the place. I'm just kind of figuring this out with you as I go along. These would be used here. Well, you could use them wherever you want, but really that's the place they would be used. I opened that very strangely. Okay, so one of the things I wanted to mention is that these here are laminated, which is really nice because they're going to give you some stability with the perforation. So the idea here is, let's say I had a set of projects that I was working on. I would pop them in, and again, I'm just going to use my tweezers because it's easy. Just like that. And now I have those little add-ons here. You could also take one and put it right in the middle of your week if there's certain categories that I want to work on. So let's say I categorize 1 for things to do around the home, 2 for a fitness routine, 3 for wedding plans, 4 for plan with Elise. Then I have it right at the middle of my week and I can reuse it. I can use the back of it. So there's a lot of options there. The next set, so that's those inserts, the columns insert. The next insert is the lined insert. I'm a big fan of lines. Like I said, I am in my list making era right now. And this is going to be the same, but it's just going to be lined. So maybe this is your planner for the year, but you want to do some journaling or some documentation, like documenting your feelings. I got that caught there. Oops, this keeps getting loose. I'm going to slow down. I find myself rushing right now, and I'm not in a rush. I'm not in a time crunch, but sometimes I just find myself moving really quickly, and it's not good for me, but I also know that you don't enjoy when I'm moving really quickly. So sorry about that. We're going to be mindful of it. Okay, so these are the lines. So very simple, just lined. But really the beauty of when you buy these from Laurel Denise is that you get the ones that fit in this planner. This is such a unique planner style. There's really nothing out there like it. And so it's hard to find inserts to go in something like this, but she has created them, which is amazing. Okay, now that you see how these pop in, I'm going to move this to the side for opening the other inserts because I don't think I need to demonstrate that they fit in the planner. I think at this point you probably trust me that they fit in the planner. So we have 3 inserts here. The first one is the Goal Getter Booster Pack. And these are labeled right down here. I'll take this out. So this first says goal brain drop. What goals would you like to accomplish over time? Use this space to list out everything you can think of. Then pick the things you'd like to work on first. Pick the few you'd like to work on first. Long-term, short-term, and quick wins. Then we have goal breakdown. So these are both the same. My goal, my why, completion date, notes, research, encouragement, inspiration, tasks, fears, and lies I believe, reframing truth, and a goal tracker of how as you're making progress. You have room for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 goals. Then we have goal planning. So when use the sections below to jot down the things that take up brain space, time, and energy during each month so you can set a realistic timeline for your goal. So this is where you can map them out. And it helps you to visualize and goal plan accordingly. And you have those for the whole year. And then on the back, we have a checklist goal planning. Use this checklist to further break down your goal timeline, write tasks in the left column, and assign them to a particular month. This is one of those things that is really helpful because there may be a step that you need to take for a goal you want to achieve, but you're not quite ready yet. You can assign that to another month. So I think these goal planning sheets are really helpful. The next is Making Memories Booster Pack. I was really excited about this one. Honestly, I was excited about all of these because these are new and I was just curious what they were going to look like and what they were going to include. So now we have my happy page. Use this page to jot down your happiest moments throughout the year. So this is kind of like a memory keeping option. Things I've loved this year, title, and then the month. Books, movies, podcasts, or whatever your heart desires. So I guess you could check off the month that you liked it. I'm not entirely sure, because then it's like, let's say you have 5 things in January you loved. Would you check them all down in January? Maybe. Or you could write down dates. I'll have to look up to see how other people are using this. But that's what the inside looks like. Then we have a color key. So this can be used for like a mood tracker, because you'll do, let's say, yellow when you're happy. And then January, you're starting from here and you can mark down the color. Let me get close because this is tough to see. That'll go along with that. Then we have quotes I've loved this year, songs and artists I've listened to, meals, snacks, tastes I've enjoyed, gifts to get, local things to do, and rewards. So this is a really unique insert. It doesn't really look like anything other companies have come up with, which is one of the things that I really love about Laurel Denise. Now we have this is sliding. Now we have the Tidy Up Booster Pack. So for anyone who wants some tidy up and cleaning inserts into their planner, this should be a good option. Things to clean when I need to clear my mind. This is so good. I have things that I clean when I need to clear my mind, whether it's clear off my desk, whether it's my linen closet, certain areas that, well, this says for times when you need to vacuum the utensil drawer so that you can think through a project. Drawer, I think I said drawer. Things I'm supposed to clean regularly. Evidently, those dishes won't put themselves away. This is funny. Things other people can clean. They call you the queen of delegation. There are certain places in the home that I take care of. There are certain places in the home that James takes care of. And this is helpful because then it's off my list and on his. Things that I really don't want to clean. My office. Things I'm told to occasionally clean. Tasks to be done monthly or every 6 months. Things that will take me forever to clean. My office. Then we have goal planning. So this can help you, again, with mapping out when you're going to get certain things cleaned. And you have the checklist here. Now we have things you're supposed to be cleaning regularly. Things like laundry, change sheets, change towels, etc. Wash bedding, stuff. I guess that's change sheets. So you can mark them off for each week. Is that it? This feels, oh, wait, are these stickers? Wait a second. Oh, these are stickers. Cool. So you can pop these in your, wait for it, planner, if I'm visualizing this properly. Yes, I think I am. You can pop these right in here as a weekly tracker. I was like, why is this thick? It's because it's sticker paper. That was a cool idea. I love when there's little ideas. You can always tell when the people who create planners are planners themselves and they use the product. So I think that's it. Okay, let's recap. We have the Tidy Up inserts. We have the Making Memories inserts. We have the Goal Setting inserts. Goal Getter, it's called. Then we have the lined inserts, the columns inserts, and then the 2 planners. So this is the project planner. So again, the project planner, you have the month, and then you have the 4 columns. And then we have the portrait planner, which is also called the Scout. I got these both in the larger size. They're also available in the smaller size. Most of my planning is done here at my desk. I don't necessarily need smaller for portability, but if that is a need of yours, then the smaller planners are a great option. So that is a wrap. Thank you so much for watching. I'll have everything Laurel Denise linked in the description of the video. Code Elise10 will give you a discount on your order. I hope you enjoyed. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time.